Episode 47 of the Habs Culture Podcast. My name is Mark Anthony Bertaggia. I'm alongside Justin Schwartz. We have a crazy setup here. Kind of nervous.
Yeah, me too a little bit.
We have 3 cameras looking at us. We have Nick from World's Best Media filming us. So thanks for Nick to coming out, or thanks to Nick for coming out. See how nervous I am already? We have our logo in the back, jerseys here, crazy setup. This is going to be on YouTube.
Make sure to check it out.
Yeah.
Because we've been making attempts to improve our setup, and it's not easy. So
yeah, audio and visual is not easy. So again, thanks to Nick for helping us out. We're going to put all his links, all his socials everywhere on our page. So go check him out. We've actually, if you're a longtime Habs Culture fan, he's been mentioned. We've had what's the word? Advertisements?
Like info? No, it wasn't info.
No.
Yeah, it was like ads.
Ads. Yeah. I kind of forget how it went, but yeah, it was pretty cool. So World's Best Media. Check him out on Instagram. Check him out everywhere. He's the GOAT. Anyways, the Canadians play the Toronto Maple Leafs. Season opener, home opener, Bell Center, Wednesday night. And of course, the Habs beat the Leafs. I'm not saying it happens all the time, but when it comes down to important games, it seems that the Habs come out on top.
It's crazy. Look, I made my bold prediction before that game. Remember we talked about it?
Yeah. Oh, it's true.
I came really close.
Very close. What was it again?
So I had 4-2 Montreal. It ended up being 4-3.
Yeah.
And 2 goals and an assist from Caulfield. There was only 2 goals. But
yeah,
I think I was close enough. I think I deserve a little bit of a pat on the back. But
I shouldn't even repeat my prediction.
Yeah, because you were way off. But it was actually somewhat close because it was 2-2 until about 2 minutes left in the game.
Yeah, and it would have gone to overtime if it wasn't for Jake Muzzin.
That's it.
What an absolute pizza to Nick Suzuki.
Jokes aside, though, those guys played amazing.
That first line?
Yeah.
Yeah, they played really well. Caulfield is officially elite.
Yeah.
I think it's safe to say. He's the Leafs killer along with Josh Anderson. And on the Leafs part, they didn't play horrible, but they looked the same.
I thought where they lacked the most was their first line wasn't producing, and that was obvious, right? You didn't see much of Mitch Marner that game. You didn't see much of Austin Matthews that game. Bunting chipped in a little bit, but very minimal. You had the second-tier guys in Nylander and Tavares doing their part. But on defense, I think that going forward, that's where they have the most problems. TJ Brody is not good enough. Jake Muzzin is not good enough.
What about Hall?
Justin Hall is not good enough. And I think that when you have 3 out of your 6 starting defensemen causing problems back there, more prone to turnovers, easily beat down the wall, and you expect a lot from TJ Brody and Jake Muzzin, especially on the physical end of things. But they just didn't provide.
Offense looked okay for the Leafs, but that's usual. AM34. Did you see a shot at one point where you ringed it off the crossbar?
Yeah.
He's got an absolute wire.
Yeah.
On the Habs side, Juraj Slafkovsky, thoughts?
I think we spoke about it on a couple episodes ago. My initial thoughts are he should have started in the AHL.
Okay.
I just think he looks a little bit out of place.
He had one really good play where he was in the own zone and he kind of faked out Tavares, skated out with it 2-on-1 and got tripped up.
Mm-hmm.
That was a very good play.
Very nice.
Like a flash of something that could be improved on. Other than that, though, he has no special teams time.
Zero.
So it's tough to gauge whether he would be a good power play specialist. But look, they're easing him into it. It's clear. Unlike Shane Wright, where he kind of did you see Shane Wright?
So he played 6 minutes in his first game and then was a healthy scratch following that game.
So that's, I don't know.
I think the Habs are dealing with Slafkovsky a lot better than
yeah.
Seattle's dealing with Wright.
Yeah, a lot better. Jonathan Drouin, we'll switch the topic because I think Slavkovsky, everyone kind of has the same idea on him. But Jonathan Drouin was a healthy scratch. And Kent Hughes said that he just wasn't up to speed. I think it's a lie. They still want him in the lineup.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I think that's pretty clear. And I think your point a couple episodes ago was very real. It was very valid about Kent Hughes was not the one to bring Jonathan Drouin to this team. He did not trade for him. He did not draft him. He has no sentimental attachment to Jonathan Drouin as a player. Therefore, he doesn't feel the need to put him in his lineup, especially when he doesn't think that he's contributing enough. So with that being said, I think, look, you can argue that he should be in the lineup over a couple guys now after 2 games, whether it's, we'll get into this, but whether it's Dadonov or whether it's Mike Hoffman. But I'm sure soon enough he'll be back in the lineup. Because I don't think the guys that, the guys that I just mentioned are performing well enough to keep their spot.
Yeah. It was him, Pizzetta. Armia didn't play, right?
Armia didn't play due to injury. And Byron, of course.
Yeah, and Matheson's out 8 weeks.
Yeah. That's a tough blow. I don't know. And then Edmondson as well.
Yeah, Edmondson we knew. But yeah, those are honestly, Drouin, like I was surprised, but wasn't at the same time.
I wasn't surprised. No, sorry. I was a little bit surprised. But I think that Montreal in the past as a team and as a management group has made a lot of decisions based off of, I can't keep this guy out of the lineup, or I can't scratch this guy, or I can't give him 10 minutes a game solely because of his stature, because of where he was drafted, because of how much you gave up to get him in a trade. And I think that that's a poor way of looking at it, because at the end of the day, the best players should be in the lineup, regardless of how much they're making and regardless of how much you gave up to get them. So, yes, I was a little bit surprised, but I do think that seeing how little Jonathan Drouin has contributed to this team, it makes a little bit of sense.
Yesterday, the Canadiens played the Detroit Red Wings. I didn't get to watch all the game, but apparently Jake Allen stood on his head.
He did.
And good for him. But
he looked really, really good, Mark.
Yeah. You want to talk on that a bit?
It was just, I think it was actually a mix of 2 things. It was Jake Allen playing exceptional and seeing the puck all the way through. And I think the defense did a really, really good job of clearing the net. A lot of the shots that he faced were not, I'm not saying that they weren't high quality, but he saw the puck all the way through. Mm-hmm. And that's, for a goalie, and I'm sure you can contribute on this topic, if you're able to see the puck, more times than not, you're stopping that puck.
Oh, yeah.
Unless
especially
it's a deflection. Exactly. Yeah. So I think it was a contribution on both ends, not only from Jake Allen, but from a young defensive core. And it was great to see. Look, they lost. And I think it sucks. Obviously, it's not, you don't want to see, I don't know where we're at. I don't know if we want to see them lose. I don't know if I want to see them win, especially at this point in the season.
It was kind of like last year, where we wanted to see the effort.
Right.
Not really the results, but if they lost a 1-0 hockey game, okay.
Well, that's it. And I think that's what you saw last night, right? They did put up a fight. How many shots did they have on net? They approached 30.
The Canadiens?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
They approached 30. They had a few high quality scoring chances. Look, that's kind of what you want to see. Stay close in those games. Be competitive. But if you lose, you lose.
And to stay on the topic of Jake Allen, we actually haven't brought this up in a few episodes. We have a giveaway. A signed frame. I forget how big it is, but it's like a regular size paper.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yep.
Of a Jake Allen picture. Super nice. We're going to give it away on Instagram or on Twitter, everywhere. So we'll put the rules to enter that. Right?
Yep. We'll put that all over social media.
Yeah, the length and whatever you need to do. And yeah, we'll set that up soon. So look out for that. It's honestly really nice. Really good quality too. We got it from Signature Pro. Again, they used to be in the episodes.
Yep.
So yeah, look out for that. Anyways, we'll switch topics here and we'll switch to predictions. We like to predict things and we'll do division predictions. We'll do like the top 3 of each prediction, right?
Sure.
Do you want to pull each division up?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do right now.
And we'll start with the East.
Let's do it.
Cool. You start us off here.
In order.
Yeah.
We're going to start with the Atlantic.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna have Toronto finishing first in the Atlantic Division.
Really?
Yeah. Look, it's been 2 games for the Leafs. They came out with a win a couple nights ago, or last night, 2 nights ago.
Thursday.
Yeah. They lost to the Habs in the home opener. And look, as much as we quote unquote, or it's not even a quote unquote, we own the Leafs. But it's not to say that they're not a good hockey team in the regular season.
Yeah.
So I do think that they're going to finish atop of that Atlantic Division, followed by a Tampa Bay Lightning team,
Okay.
followed by this is where it gets tricky for me. Because I'm not sure, because I don't like Florida this year at all. I don't put them in my top 3.
Okay. Fair.
Boston for me could be that third team.
Okay.
Because I think that they're a team that every year, despite losses, like, we called the Penguins a well-oiled machine.
Yeah.
Boston is similar in that aspect.
Yeah. Consistently good.
Because they always have those top few guys that are always going to contribute in the room, but also on the ice. So I think that I would put Boston as my third team coming out of the Atlantic.
This division's tough, man.
It is tough. What do you have?
Top 3?
Yeah.
So I have one. I'm going to go Tampa, Toronto, Boston.
Tampa, Toronto, Boston. Okay, so similar.
Yeah.
I have teams like Ottawa that if they underwhelmed in their first game. They really did. And look, it's one game. It's one game out of 82.
Yeah.
They underwhelmed though. Detroit last night looked solid, but I don't think that they'll be a top 3 in this division. I think those 2 teams could be on the outskirts looking in, but I really think that, I guess if you want to call it a bold prediction, if you want to call it a crazy take, I don't know what you want to call it, but I don't think Florida is going to be very competitive this year.
I still think they're going to be good.
Look, it's fair.
Yeah.
And you can't take away from the fact that what they've done in recent memory, right? But we have to keep in mind that they not only did they swap their coach, now they're being coached by Paul Maurice. Paul Maurice.
Oh my God, it's true.
Paul Maurice, out of the
Forgot about
gate, is really trying to be different. He put Brandon Montour on power play 1.
Yeah.
I just think that when you try to be too different and try to change too much, especially when you've had success, look, I don't think they're going to be terrible, but I think they're going to be in that same category as Ottawa and Detroit.
Who finishes last?
Montreal.
Yeah.
Montreal finishes last.
Okay.
I don't even think Buffalo's that bad.
They're second to last.
Yeah, but in the stacked division.
Actually, no, Detroit. Detroit's second
You
to
think
last.
Detroit's worse than Buffalo?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think they are.
I think Detroit top 6-wise is very strong.
Yeah, they are. True.
But we'll see, right?
Yeah.
New goaltending. You want to move on to the Metro?
Metro, yeah. Okay. Do you want me to go first this
Yeah,
time?
go ahead.
So I have Carolina, Rangers, and the Penguins.
In that order.
Yeah.
For me, the only difference is I have Rangers first.
Yeah, okay.
I'm big on
Fair.
the Rangers.
Sorry?
I'm very big on the Rangers.
Me too. I'm big on Carolina and the Rangers. I think whoever comes out of the Metro goes to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Okay.
Right?
Look, I think that they're going to be side by side kind of the whole way through this season.
Yeah.
But there's something about the Rangers to me that, especially, again, small sample size, right? And we don't look too much into that. But that game against Tampa, opening night, they dominated Tampa.
It was a statement game.
It really was.
Yeah.
It really, really was. And I think that they improved their roster significantly, adding Trocheck, like we talked about, the Kako,
Yep.
the Lafreniere, the Schneider, right? They improved. So I think that they will be atop the Metro Division this year.
And they have a good coach.
Yeah, they do.
Mm-hmm.
He was your candidate for
Jack Adams.
Jack Adams.
Yeah, exactly.
So let's see if that comes true.
Who finishes last in the Metro?
I'm going to go bold here. I don't know. I don't even know if this is bold. I'm going to say the Islanders. That's my boldish take.
Okay.
Because
But I think they're all bold to finish last because they're all okay teams.
Yeah, that's it. But I think that the Islanders, again, we saw this offseason, didn't do very much. And I think that New Jersey is on the up. I think Columbus, with a healthy Line, now he's injured for 3 to 4 weeks, but with a healthy Line is also on the up.
Did you see Line is giving away $1,000 for every point that he scores?
Really?
To a foundation of some sort?
That's really cool.
Yeah.
That might be also for that other award.
That's $50,000 just on goals. He's going to score 50.
That's great.
If he stays healthy.
Good stuff.
I have Philly finishing last.
Oh, why did I not see that? Yeah, Philly's tough.
Yeah. It's tough because I see either New Jersey taking a huge step forward or staying mediocre.
Right.
Same with Columbus. And then Philly, it all depends on their goaltending. If they can get Carter Hart back on track or on track.
Yeah.
At
least put him on the track,
Yeah.
It's been tough for him. But yeah, I agree. I think I'd either go with Philly or the Islanders. Again, I'm not a fan of the Islanders.
Yeah.
But they do have, they don't really have the coaching anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. I don't even want to get into it, but I'm not a fan of the Islanders. My take is that they will
Well,
finish
who
last
knows how
season.
their coach is going to be?
We have no idea.
Yeah. It's Lane.
Isn't it Lambert?
Oh, Lambert. Yeah, Lambert. It's the player's uncle.
Brad Lambert's uncle.
Exactly.
But I don't know. I think that losing Barry Trotz, I think a lot of people were obviously a fan of Barry Trotz, right? It's hard not to be. Probably one of the better coaches when he's coaching. But he played a very defensive system. He played a very, very defensive system that worked when he was there.
Yeah.
Now you just implement a whole new system altogether. Either that can be great for a guy like Barzell, whose creativity could shoot through the roof, or it could be, people might be too excited for something new.
It could be. Honestly, the Metro is very interesting for the bottom half of it.
Mm-hmm.
And then, the big boys, we're just going to have to see who comes out, Carolina or the Rangers. And honestly, Pittsburgh's going to be good.
Yeah,
Don't
they're
count
always
them
going
out.
to be good.
Okay, start with the West. I'll be right back.
Yeah, no worries. In the Central?
Central, yeah.
I think I'm going to start with I think I'm going to start with Colorado. I think Colorado takes that pretty easily this year. Look, there's not much to say about them. They just came off winning the cup. They have the pieces in place. They added a couple pieces. They look like a great team, and they don't look like they're stopping anytime soon. They're looking to go back to back. I'm going to fall, and this division is really tough for me because there's a lot of good teams. There's St. Louis, there's Minnesota, there's Dallas, there's Nashville, there's Winnipeg. But for me, the second place team in the Central is going to be St. Louis. I think St. Louis as a team is incredible, and I think that they're going to put together a huge season.
Okay.
And third, I'm going to go off the board here. I'm going to go with Winnipeg.
Really?
I'm going to discount Nashville. I'm going to discount Minnesota. Now.
So you have Kaprizov winning the Hart.
Oh, God. You're calling me out here.
Yeah, I am. But Minnesota finishing 4th or 5th in the worst division in hockey.
Look, those don't go hand in hand. You're right. They don't. Now I have to make a case for myself. Now I have to make a case for myself. The reason I say that is I think Minnesota is going to be competitive. There's no doubt about it. And I said that they'll take a step forward. If they take a step forward, they'll be in the top 3. But I just think that this year it might be a little bit closer than usual. Last year, Minnesota definitely separated themselves as a team in that division. Because Nashville, as well as they did, weren't really contending with Minnesota.
Okay.
St. Louis, I think they can win. I think they can be second in this division.
No, I agree with that. I agree.
But I understand what you're saying. How can he win MVP if they're a 4th?
I'm just bugging you.
No, but you're right.
Yeah.
So it's because if we look at MVPs in past seasons, regular season wise, that team does incredible.
Yeah.
They do very well. So we'll see. One of those takes will be wrong.
Yeah, again, it's such a mediocre division that it's tricky.
But I don't even know if it's mediocre.
It's mediocre.
But why, though?
Discard Colorado. And to me, these are all wildcard teams except for the Blues.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
And obviously except for the dumpster fires in Chicago.
And Arizona.
Yeah. Well, the fire's kind of diminishing. Like, sort of. Except for the arena. Which is...
I still don't understand that.
Looks like a recreational center.
Who do you have finishing last, Arizona or Chicago?
Well, I'll do my top 3.
Okay, yeah, sorry,
I
go
have
ahead.
Colorado. I like St. Louis at 2, and then Minnesota.
You'll take Minnesota.
Yeah.
I think Winnipeg, it's their year. Not to win.
To me, they're in shambles. I've never seen a coach show up, and the first thing he does is strip his captain.
But it's a statement.
Statement of what?
Does Blake Wheeler truly deserve to be captain?
I don't know.
But that's the thing. We don't
Not in that
know,
room.
and I don't know either. We're not in the room. But the reason I say that is with Blake Wheeler as captain, where has this team gone?
Eastern Conference Final? Oh, Western Conference Final.
How many times? Once?
Yeah.
In what, 20... Late 2010s?
No, I know. To me, it's just odd when your GM does nothing all summer and your coach has to make that type of statement. To me, a statement is trade him. But anyways.
I don't know. Look, do I agree with it? Do I think that it's the right move to make? I have no clue. But I don't think it was necessarily... I don't think it's taking a step back for the organization.
No, it's just they don't look... I don't know. Their defense is weak. The way they performed last year, just, I don't know. It kind of turns me off.
Yeah, I
The
get
Jets
it.
kind of turn me off.
I still think they'll be competitive this year.
Plus, they got the broom by the Canadians.
Yeah.
They looked like a practice team. But again, different team, different circumstances. So who knows? The Pacific.
You want to go first here?
Yeah, I can go first here.
I think this is not too difficult,
Okay, so
in my opinion.
here's my top 3. Oof. Okay, I have the Flames, the Oilers, and the Los Angeles Kings.
I knew you were going down that route.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming you were debating between LA and Vegas, or not at all?
Not at all.
Not at all.
Like, Vegas would be at the 4 spot.
Right.
But
comfortably.
I'm comfortable with Los Angeles at 3.
Okay.
Like, I'm not like, oh, let's just throw one in the air, you know?
Fair enough.
And then
I don't-
last place,
Last place. They're not even that bad, this division, but I know who I'd go with.
I'm going to go, I don't know if it's Seattle or San Jose. I think I'm going to go Seattle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I don't know.
For me,
Yeah.
I have the same top 2. Calgary, Edmonton. My third is another Canadian team. I'm going to go with Vancouver.
Really?
I really like Vancouver this year.
I don't, especially after the game they played against Edmonton.
Yes, they got significantly better, in my opinion.
Oh, they got better.
I think
Yeah.
that last year, their run at the end of the season, we can talk about, a change of coach. We could talk about how that lights a fire. And we've seen it. Was it a short-term thing? Was it more of a long-term effect? We have no idea. And we're still in the process of evaluating that.
Yeah.
But I think that their top 6 forward-wise is very strong. You had a guy like Kuzmenko from the KHL who seems
looks
to
good.
be looking really, really good.
Yep.
Their defense still lacks. It's still not great. But I don't like what I've seen. Okay, I'm acting like it's been a month of hockey.
Yeah.
But so far, I don't think LA is it.
I love their playoff run. I thought they were going to beat the Oilers in 7.
But if you like their playoff run, then you probably also liked Vancouver's end of the season run. They were one of the top teams in the league.
That's true. It's a good point.
So, again, it's who knows? We have no
Just
idea.
Their defense so weak.
It is weak. But they also have a great goalie.
Yeah.
But again, we saw a collapse. We saw that collapse.
It's embarrassing.
What were they up? 3-1?
3-0.
3-0.
Yeah, in the second or something. Anyways.
So we have some mixed... And to finish last, I'll go with San Jose.
Yeah. It's a
I think
toss-up.
Seattle, for me, through watching them, got better. I really do like, the guys like McCann. I think Beniers, we can both agree, is going to have an incredible season. I think that the additions of Burakovsky, Bjorkstrand, their defense is meh. It's okay. But we'll see.
So can you imagine, when we would say the West was better
Than the East? Yeah.
It was when all three California teams were elite.
So Anaheim, LA, and
San Jose. Because look at that. Imagine if all three are playoff teams, plus Edmonton, plus Calgary.
And Vegas is no joke either, in my opinion.
They will be.
Yeah, they will be. But they're still a potential wildcard team.
Yeah, they looked good.
They don't look bad at all. Again, the goaltending is...
I'm just not a fan.
Yeah, me neither. I don't like their roster construction at all. But we'll have to see. It's only a few games in.
Yeah, it's not, honestly.
But those are our predictions.
Predictions for that. Look, we're going to be honest here. There's not much to talk about, especially in Habs land. Their next game is tonight. Do you know who they're against? I didn't pull up the calendar.
What's with you?
It's the Canada.
They're going against Washington.
Washington.
Yeah.
Washington looks weak. Well, not weak. I think they just played good teams.
I don't like them that much this year, though.
They got smacked by Boston.
They did.
Yeah.
And I just don't think Darcy Kemper is great. I don't think he's good.
No, he's okay.
He's okay. It's easy to say that he's okay when he's on Arizona facing 1 million shots a game and his goals against average, his save percentage looks incredible.
That's true.
But, you put him on a good team facing, especially Colorado, facing 20 shots a game?
Yeah. Yeah.
But hey, what are you going to do about it?
The Canadians, do you have a prediction?
For tonight's game?
They're in Washington, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
At 7 p.m.
I think
I don't even know what to think, Mark.
Is it Lindgren in it? Saturday nights probably.
No, Lindgren already played.
Yeah.
Lindgren played
he played against Toronto. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so it's gonna be Kemper, probably versus Montembeault for the first time this season.
I'm surprised they didn't put Montembeault against Detroit
On a back-to-back here.
Yeah. But I still see Washington winning.
Yeah, so do I. At home. I think it will be somewhat competitive. I think we'll lose this game 4-2.
4-2?
Yeah.
I don't even have a score. You know what I say? I say they get 3-1 Washington. Empty net goal at the end.
Okay.
So tight until
the end.
Yeah.
Do you have a goal score for Montreal?
I have a goal score for Washington. I have TJ Oshie.
Okay.
Is he even playing?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
He's
I think,
healthy?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I have TJ Oshie for the Canadians. I have Rem Pitlick.
Okay.
Watch him be a scratch.
That would be funny.
Yeah.
That'd be really funny. I guess in my 4-2 Caps win,
Okay.
I think we're going to see a goal from Ovi. I think it's like saying the color of the sky is blue
Yeah.
at this point. But for Montreal, I think we're going to see a goal from... I think we're going to see a Kirby Dach goal. I think he's been working really, really hard.
That's
Last night he
he
looked good too. He looked really good.
He looks good.
Yeah.
He looks very good.
And I think that the knock on him is that he's a big boy, and it's hard for him as a hockey player to adjust to the pace of an NHL. His pace of play might be, according to some, a little bit off.
Yeah.
But I think that for his size, he's a really good skater. And he's very good at protecting the puck, and he's got very good hockey sense.
Yeah.
And if he puts that all together, I think he could be a second line center.
I like him a lot.
Yeah.
Laval played yesterday.
They
home
did.
Opener. Massar got sent down.
Mm-hmm. I don't know how I feel about that, if you wanted to chat about that.
You wanted to keep him in Laval?
I don't know because it's funny, because he wanted to stay in Laval. But Kent Hughes wanted him back to go to the OHL.
I prefer him go back to the O because he's going to score 90 points.
Right, but you don't think he'd be successful in Laval?
I think he'd be buried.
You think?
Yeah.
We do have a lot of guys in Laval.
Yeah. I'd rather him be a top guy playing 25 minutes, going for a championship run
In the
than
OHL?
stuck in Laval.
It's just weird because he's a guy that's never played in the OHL before, right? This is his first experience. Like, do you think it would have been more beneficial, or do you think it is more beneficial for him to go to the OHL or
OHL.
back to Europe?
OHL. OHL's fast-paced, high-scoring.
And I feel like he fits the mold for that type of
He
league.
doesn't have to focus so much on defense, you know?
Right.
He can just
Because
go out there and...
He's very skilled, and
Yeah.
he's very, he's shifty. So I think it fits the...
Who's he playing for?
Great question. I have no clue. Did they even make... I'm assuming they made that decision.
Oh, no, look, we knew because someone had his rights.
Okay.
Kitchener. The Kitchener Rangers. Okay. That's where Jack-Eye played before getting traded to Hamilton.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So, yeah.
We'll see how that
I
goes.
agree. Yeah. He was at the game with Slavkovsky's father at the home opener.
Yeah, I saw that. That was really cool.
Let's talk about the home opener.
Yeah, why don't we? Why are we not?
Because last episode, you had that crazy prediction.
So Mark, you know what? I was sitting around. You're not gonna like this one. You're really not gonna like this one. Before the game, I was really excited. I was sitting around thinking, I'm like, how can this home opener be? How can it get the fans excited? Like, what is it missing? You know, aside from Price coming out, like this is before the game. This is an hour before the game.
Yeah.
I was thinking, like, what could go down? And we knew Price was going to make an appearance. But you want to hear?
Well, new.
I think it was, you announced the whole team. He's part of the team. He was going to be announced one way or another. And even if he didn't come out, he was going to get a crazy ovation.
Yeah.
Anyway, you're not going to like this.
Here we go.
Along with Suzuki hanging from the ceiling.
Oh, here we go. Oh, my God.
I thought, oh, God, I don't even want to say it.
Caulfield, UP, Kent Hughes. Who'd you think?
PK Subban.
Okay. Oh, my God.
How cool. I just want to say something. I know you're not having it. Listen to me for a second. How cool would it be if PK Subban came out and did the 0005 with Carey Price at center ice? Like, I think that would be the coolest thing ever. I don't know. That's just me. And definitely did not come true. And honestly, I thought it was a little bit underwhelming, to be completely honest with you, the home opener. Or at least the antics before the game.
The weird thing is, I think I forget who, my sister or someone, PK should have sang the national anthem.
You mean Malcolm?
Well, no, PK. Maybe he has pipes. Who knows?
But you can't tell me that would not be cool. PK Subban, 1 day retirement with the Montreal Canadiens, but it happens to be on the home
100%,
opener.
100%.
It happens to be during the home opener. You get him doing the 0005 with Carey Price at center ice as the ice is set on fire by the flambeau.
No, the whole Subban thing is a cool idea. But
Like incorporating him, right?
But he's not on the team.
You're right. 100% he's not.
So, like, it's just... Anyways. I'm just saying, let's talk about what actually happened.
Yes.
I wanted to see the flame.
We did see it, though.
We saw it.
But it was very short-lived. It was at the end.
Well, thank God it came out, because I was going to be fuming.
Yeah.
But it came out with Suzuki, who lit up the ice, the exact same thing, and everyone around him. It was pretty cool. I would have liked to see everyone have it and then everyone pass it on to each other.
Mm-hmm.
But I liked it. I liked that Carey was there.
Yep.
It was a bit weird that the injured players were like walking out.
It was a little bit strange.
Instead of just behind the bench.
I really like seeing Pizzetta come out with his hair and his hat.
Yeah, like
he was
crazy.
loving it.
Julian looked pissed.
Yeah, he was not having it. And you know what? It was funny because I was watching all these players come out, and like, I'm familiar with the players. You're familiar with the players, but a lot of people that show up to these games like are there for the Montreal Canadiens, not necessarily for individual players.
Yeah.
And you see most of the team is new faces. So, like, these guys are not getting crazy cheers. you hear Gallagher getting a lot,
Yeah.
Suzuki, Caulfield, Slavkovsky got a lot, but
Not everyone's diehard.
no, I understand that. But, in past times, you have the Plekanets, you
The
have
Brian
the
Flynns.
Camillaris. Oh, God. You guys have to toss that in there.
It's weird because every time I see Pitlick, I think of Brian Flynn.
That's what I think, too.
I think it's obviously the 32.
I have friends that when they see Pitlick, they see Travis Moen.
No, that I don't because
Yeah.
Travis skates different.
But he was also a bigger body.
Yeah.
Like, Brian Flynn was small and
But like
shifty.
I yelled to my TV, "Go Brian!" And I was like, "Wait, what?"
That's funny.
It was Rem. But yeah, Kovacevic got a nice little cheer.
Yeah.
Shout
Very
out.
well. It's funny because it almost seemed out of pity. Because
Oh, it has to be.
he came out, no one knew who he was, and then as he got to the ice, they felt the need to okay, this guy's not getting
yeah.
anything. So anyway, yeah,
Okay,
it sucks to see that.
I don't know if you noticed, but I'm very weird with these things.
Mm-hmm.
The 2 and the 6 on his jersey were too far apart.
Were they?
Yeah.
See, I don't notice those things.
I don't know. He was skating. I'm like, that doesn't look right.
People keep saying that he looks like Petrie.
That's because he wears the same number.
Yeah, no, I understand, but I don't see it. I don't mistake it.
Did you see Justin Hall when he got announced? The Scotiabank Arena was
No, I
literally-
didn't see
It was
that.
dead silent.
Really?
Dead silent.
Oh my God.
It was hilarious.
Yeah, he's not very good.
The Rock made an appearance. at
That
the
was
Leafs game.
strange. Does he even know?
He said, "Let's go Leafs, let's go Leafs."
Yeah, isn't it Go Leafs Go?
Yeah.
Oh God.
It's The Rock. What are you gonna tell him off?
I don't know. Probably for the amount of money that they paid him to be there, you can at least give him a script.
It's The Rock. You're not gonna give him a script. And then obviously after the game, they have to ask AM34 how he felt
About The Rock?
about The Rock.
What did he say?
It was a commercial, and then I just looked up and I saw The Rock, and I was like, oh.
Wait, it was mid-game? I
Yeah.
thought it was before the
It
game.
was like a commercial break,
Mm.
and they're like, oh, we smell something. And then like, can you smell the, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And then he showed up and started yelling.
that's funny.
Am
But
I
yeah.
jealous? Maybe.
Imagine. That would be cool in Montreal.
Didn't make him speak French.
Oh, God. Stop.
Le Rock. Anyways.
I also just wanted to add one more thing.
Yeah.
In the home opener, the one thing that I was most impressed with about the Montreal Canadiens was the play of the young defensemen. I want to give them credit.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I'm sure they've been given credit by their coaches,
By
by
their
Twitter,
bosses.
by their
Yeah.
But I want to give them credit, and I
Okay.
think that they played a really good
I'm
game.
sure they're listening.
Yeah, I'm sure. They played a really good game. And not only did they play a really good game, but one specific aspect that I was very, I guess you could say that I was very impressed about was the fact that they were very good at keeping the Leafs forwards on their toes. It was very hard for them to enter the zone. They were always playing really close to the blue. Their gap was very, very short, and they were very, very aggressive. So that was really nice to see. But other than that, I mean, that was a great game to watch. Last night it wasn't as fun to watch, losing 3-0. But I just wanted to give them credit in that home opener. I think that they all showed up. I think Gouli played great. I think Jack played great. I think Harris played great, and I all think that they deserve to stay on this team. And I think that a lot of people continue to talk about. Sorry, I'm going on a tangent here, but I think a lot of people continue to talk about, when are they going to be sent down? Is this a 9-day contract? Are they going to stay up with the Montreal Canadiens all season? Blah, 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 blah. I think that they are best suited to stay with the Montreal Canadiens all season because I think that there's enough mentors, enough older guys like the Weidman, the Hoffman, Monahan, I meant to say,
Okay.
the Savard. I think that all their
Monahan?
shelter. Well, I was just talking about they have a lot of leaders.
Oh, okay.
Like I'm not talking specifically to the defense, but
Okay,
I'm saying
okay.
there's a lot of leaders up there
Yeah.
that give them that shelter. So, if they make mistakes, it's okay. If they make mistakes, it's okay. They can go back out there and do their thing.
I wanted to say something about the home opener, but then you went on a rant.
Yeah,
I forget.
sorry.
Anyways, let's do rapid fire. Then we'll wrap up the episode.
Sure.
Again, I'm going to throw on to you because I don't have any questions.
Oh, my God.
I'm going to put you under pressure.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? I might come up with one.
Okay, let's see it.
Let's see. And it might not all be Habs related.
Sure, that's fine.
That's fine,
It
right?
doesn't have to be. You can
Okay,
only
ready?
talk about so many things Habs.
You ready?
Yeah, go. You have 3 questions, or you're just shooting me one here?
I'm going to, while you're answering, try and think of another one.
Okay.
So, let's see how quick I
Go
can
on.
think here.
Sure.
Will Alex Ovechkin score 50?
I'm going to go with no.
Will the Vegas Golden Knights make the playoffs?
No.
Okay. Now let me try and think of one that you're not going to say no.
Well, it doesn't matter. They can all be no.
Okay, you're right. Will the Boston Bruins... Actually, no. I don't like that question. I don't like that question at all. Because I think they'll be fine. Will Kyle Dubas still have a job by the end of the year?
I'm going to go with
It's
yes.
rapid fire.
I'm going to go with, sorry, yes.
Okay.
I had to think for a second. I'm going to go with yes. They talked about the fact that...
Like, by end of the year, I mean, like, after the playoffs.
Yeah. No, I understand. I'm going to say yes. Because I think that's their only way to keeping Austin Matthews around. They talked about that.
Why? Because...
Well, they just talked about the fact that he's so closely tied. They're so closely tied together. I think if you get rid... I'm not saying it's an automatic. If you get rid of one, you get rid of the other.
I think Austin should come here.
That would be electric.
Leafs fans...
Oh, my God.
You're going to kill me. Whoever's listening, if you're a Leafs fan listening to this, you're going to kill me.
But I'm going to say yes. I think he'll still be the GM
Okay.
of the Leafs by the end of the season.
Okay. I want to answer the questions, but I forget what I asked.
I'll ask them to you. I'll
Okay.
ask them right back to us. Alex Ovechkin score 50.
Yes.
Yes. Do the Vegas Golden Knights make the playoffs?
No.
And does Kyle Dubas have a job by the end of the year?
No.
No.
Nothing against Kyle, but you can only have so many chances.
I agree. But at what point is it his fault?
No matter... Oh, it's his fault. It's his fault. It's him and Shanahan. Shanahan's hiding behind the media. Come on, you can't...
Look, I'm not, yeah, I don't know.
Would they salute in the Shana plan? Anyways. Yeah, Vegas, no.
Yeah, I agree. No. I don't think
No.
Ovi gets a 50. You think he gets a 50?
I think he beats Gretzky. So
This
you
year? Yeah.
No, not
but,
this year.
Yeah,
obviously.
but he can put up 45 or 40 and then do it again next year. and the year after that.
Watch him score 4 tonight.
4 tonight.
Yeah.
Is that your bold prediction?
That's my bold prediction.
4 goals from Alexander Ovechkin?
Yeah.
Are we going to post that on Instagram or do you not want to humiliate yourself?
No, let's post it on Instagram.
Okay.
Humiliation. I think I'm scared of humiliation.
Should I put should I come up with a bold prediction here? Like something
Yeah.
really, really bold?
I think, yeah, it's part of the gig.
So since I had 4-2, so you're saying, okay, you didn't give a score prediction, but does it
Yeah, I
matter?
did. I said 3-1.
Right, okay.
So that makes no
Ovi has 4
sense.
goals. No, that makes sense. That's like me with Kaprizov in Minnesota.
Okay, 4-1 Washington.
Okay, and all 4 go to Ovi.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going 4-2, Washington?
Okay.
and I'm going to go with a goal from Arbor Jacki and a goal from Caden Gooley.
So 2 first goals in the NHL.
Yeah, and both from defensemen.
And I have 4 from one of the greatest goal scorers of all time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why don't we just couple our bold prediction together and it'll be 4-2,
No.
4 goals.
We're against each other in this.
Fine.
The fans need to choose. But anyways, yeah, this episode went by oddly quickly. Or
Yeah.
oddly quick.
Oddly quickly.
Oddly quickly?
No, it's oddly quick.
Oddly quick?
Yeah.
Whatever. It went by fast. And I feel like we talked about a lot of random things.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you guys enjoyed. Yeah. There's 3 cameras looking at me right now. I don't know if that one
No,
sees
that
me.
one's not.
That one doesn't see
No,
me?
I don't believe so.
So this one and that one sees me.
Yeah.
Nick's laughing behind the camera and I'm trying not to laugh. But this is going to be on YouTube. So go check it out. Hopefully it looks good. If it doesn't, I'm looking at you, Nick. But anyways, I'm sure it's going to be good. It's going to look
it's gonna be
great.
incredible.
Again, I'll post everything on the socials about Nick, about us, about where you can find any of our episodes, even though you guys should know by now.
Yeah.
I feel like I've said it many times.
Should know by now.
Yeah. So next episode, hopefully, we're going to run it back next week.
Yep.
We'll see how it goes.
There'll be a few games between then. Do you want to go through the calendar quick?
I'm going to pull out the calendar now.
Mark, if you don't pull out the calendar, it's not an episode.
Yeah, I should pull up the calendar. I even pulled up the calendar in the off season.
You really did. And
it was just blank.
There was nothing there.
Yeah. Because they don't even put like the draft, I don't think.
No, they didn't.
Yeah.
There was nothing on it.
What are we today? The 15th? Yeah, so what? Oh, it's the Penguins on Monday night.
Okay.
Okay, that's cool. And then the Coyotes on Thursday night.
That's a barn burner.
And Dallas on Saturday.
Okay.
A barn burner. They're in Montreal. So they're in an actual barn.
Yeah, there you go. But I guess we'll recap those games, and hopefully there will be a little bit more news, and maybe we'll have a little bit more info on where this season's heading. Because 2 games in, it's tough to tell. For all we know, we can be a wild card team, Mark.
No, they won't. They won't. Anyways, we'll end it on this. We thank you guys so much for joining. We hope you enjoyed, and we'll catch you guys next time.
Thanks a lot, guys. Stay safe.